My favorite woman like this, every single day, as the sun stretches its golden arms across the sky, I wake with the quiet realization that I am falling for you again, not in the sudden, breathless way that love first arrives, not like lightning splitting open an unsuspecting heart, but in the steady, sacred rhythm of a tide that never forgets the shore. Each morning, before the world begins its restless turning, before responsibilities call my name, before the noise of life gathers at the door, there is you, soft in my thoughts, bright in my chest, constant as the pulse that keeps me alive. And I am amazed at how love can feel new, even when it has lived inside me for so long. You make me want to be better, not because you ask it of me, not because you demand perfection, but because loving you reveals the places in me that long to grow. When I look at you, I see the man I could become, more patient, more honest, more open with my tenderness. You inspire me quietly, like the moon guiding lost sailors without ever boasting about its light, like the earth offering flowers without asking to be thanked. Your smile, oh, your smile. It is not simply a curve of lips. It is dawn breaking over mountains. It is warmth slipping through winter's fingers. It is hope taking shape in human form. On my darkest days, when shadows gather thick in my mind, when doubt presses heavy against my ribs, your smile finds me. It does not erase the darkness. It does not pretend the night never existed, but it places a candle in my hands and reminds me that even the smallest light is enough to begin again. And your laughter is the music I never knew I was missing. It is wind chimes dancing in a summer breeze. It is rain tapping joyfully against windows. It is the unguarded sound of a soul unafraid to be happy. When you laugh, the world rearranges itself. Problems shrink, time softens. My heart learns a new rhythm, one that beats in harmony with yours. If I could choose a soundtrack for the rest of my life, it would not be composed of grand symphonies or dramatic crescendos. It would be your laughter, looped endlessly, echoing through our days, filling the quiet spaces between ordinary moments. I love the way your mind works, the way you think deeply before you speak, the way your thoughts unfold like carefully written letters, the way curiosity lives in you, gentle, hungry, alive. You do not rush through ideas, you explore them. You turn them in your hands like precious stones, and when you share your thoughts with me, I feel honored, as though I've been invited into a private garden where truth grows wild and beautiful. Your mind is not just intelligent, it is kind. It considers others. It searches for fairness. It seeks understanding instead of judgment. In a world that moves too quickly to truly see one another, you pause, you listen, you care. And that kindness, that quiet unwavering kindness is what undoes me most. It lives in the way you speak to strangers, in the softness of your voice when someone is hurting, in the patience you offer when frustration would be easier. You carry compassion as naturally as breath, and loving you has taught me to carry it too. Because when someone as good as you chooses to love me, it feels like a responsibility, a sacred one, to rise to that goodness. You make me want to be worthy of the way you look at me, the way you see me fully, not just the polished pieces I show to the world, not just the confident mask I sometimes wear, but the quiet insecurities, the fears I rarely name, the scars I pretend no longer ache. You see them and you do not turn away. Instead, you stay. You make me feel safe. Safe to speak, safe to stumble, safe to admit that I do not always have the answers. With you, vulnerability does not feel like weakness. It feels like trust. It feels like laying my heart in open hands and knowing it will be held gently. I have never known safety the way I know it with you. It is not walls or locked doors. It is not distance or defense. It is the simple, steady assurance that I am accepted, not in spite of who I am, but because of it. And in that acceptance, I have found freedom, freedom to grow, freedom to change, freedom to dream without fear of being too much or not enough. Every single day, I fall again in the small moments. When you brush hair from your face, when you concentrate on something and your brow furrows just slightly, when you reach for my hand without even thinking. In the big moments, when you speak about your hopes, when you stand firm in your values, when you love fiercely, without hesitation, I fall in love with the way you exist in this world, the way you make space for joy, for honesty, for connection. You have changed me, not by force, not by demand, but by example. Loving you has softened the sharp edges I did not know I carried. It has quieted the parts of me that once felt restless. With you, I am not chasing something undefined. I am not searchy.